again. The third attempt to record this tutorial, this video was to have done it live, but it has been impossible to do it in Impossible. It can't, I don't know if it's the network, I don't know what it is, because I see other people who are doing tutorials. Well, of course, making recorded tutorials is different. You can record it, I know that, or BS. He is not very well prepared to record a real engine. That is, he cannot handle it. I really can't. I see other people who are recording with OBS1 real engine and don't have this problem. I don't know why. I don't know what's happening, or if you have to lower the quality of a real engine, or you have to lower things so that it can work. It's being impossible for me. Overall, I'm going to make this video to see how this one comes out. With this video, what I want is answering my friend Alex Render, who told me, I was wondering if you could pass the animations that we do with the interactive ones, with the interactive pros. In iClone, we can pass those animations to a real engine. If you can, you can, but you have to make a recording of the clip, okay? You can't pass the animation while you're playing, pass it to a real engine. I haven't tried that yet. Maybe with livening it could be done, but I haven't tried it. I prefer to record the animation, and once you record the animation, take it to the Harten line, and from there, export it. That character with those avatars, with those objects, those animated pro, and with that animation already a real engine. And we are going to do it like this. The first thing we have to do is open a real engine. No, first open iCloud, and in iCloud tell you where the character creditor AutoSetum opens the unread folder, and I have version 5. So what do we have to do with the AutoSetum? Take these two folders, copy them, go where I have my projects here. In iCloud, they were not tutorials. And now this tutorial has gone to the My Document Tutorials folder. And here I am going to paste it. I glue these two folders as they are. Okay? Perfect, okay? Here we bring it now, once we already have the plugin. We are going to open a real engine. We are going to settings, add-ons. In add-ons, we have to take and search for Realution here. Realution activate the character creator. A real control rigging in case we need to make any animation adjustments, the clone, the iBeling, and now we are going to restart the project. Restarting the engine is fine. We already have it. We update, we open the map, and now this map we are going to do one thing. See, we already have the AutoSetum here. What are we going to tell you? That it is high HQ. We give you to apply so that it is always the automatic in HQ. It is worth high in high definition. And now, once we have it, let's go open, because we need a scene here. Here we need to have a new model, home model folder. Okay, or are we going to put 3D models so we can do it? And now we're leaving because we don't have insurance on the dates meet either. We don't have it activated either. Let's go to data plugins in Meet to see where it is. Here we have it. The Latami importer also had a component to import the components. I think it's already restarted. Now we close here. We open the iCloud map. Now here we are going to tell you. We are going to eliminate this. We are also going to eliminate this from the game. And I think we will eliminate all this now. Okay? Let's tell him to save everything. One thing I recommend to you, an asset that I recommend, is the Ultra Dynamic Sky. If you don't have it, please purchase it. Because this is going to save you and it is going to fix many things for you. Okay? Let's go. It is going to make your life much more comfortable when lighting in Unreal Engine. Alright, let's go to Datasmith now. File import is a file that we already saw in yesterday's live, although it is frustrating, but we can see it all at the beginning. We can see it there. There it goes there. Okay? We are going to go to the folder, because another thing we have to do is that the datasim, the datasmi, we can't take them to a real ending from Trimotion because I already explained it live yesterday, but if you want, I can explain it to you again. Look, let's open, well, here we have the project. What happens in Trimotion is super simple, as I said yesterday. It is very simple. As we've seen from the quick, this mouse is Milk. This one in the video game is Milk. Well, it's very simple to map or put textures into our objects here. That is, here it is super fast, especially the water. The water in the past, in the pool. Okay? So once we have this object, this asset, once we have the model finished and we believe that there is no need to make any more materials, because look, we are going to get inside. You see, it is totally finished with materials. Be very careful with the mouse. What's moving here gives me an area that looks like light is coming in, but then in Unreal Engine it doesn't give it to me. Okay? Right. In any case, we are going to say save. We are going to save our project, and now we are going to go to pick it up and export it to a real one. We have to export it to the project folder. Be careful, we have to export it as shown in the project folder. Look, it's very simple. Why export? Export your meet file dates. We are going to make it standard. We are going to optimize it standard, and we are going to do it in the folder where we have our project. There was a real project tutorial in my documents. Here we are going to save it. We are going to call it Casa Tutorial. We are going to save it, and that is where we have to save the export of the datasmi. Okay? We already have it exported. Now we can close the Trimotion so as not to carry more heavier loads. Do you think this matters now? Now we are going to to datasmi import file. We are going to tutorials. And here we have the tutorial house. We are going to make it open. But we are going to load it, we are going to load it into 3D models. Okay? Dates, I care about tutorial file. House dates, we give it to open. We are going to tell it 3D models. We give it to accept. We are only going to import the geometry and the materials and the texture. Okay? Let's leave the light map as it is important. This beast has passed us the whole house. Okay? Let's give it. We select the house. We go to F, and there the TV on the ground, the water. The house, we are going to tell this material, double click, and we are going to its settings. We go to property cancellations. We give double-sided. We hope to compile. We give to save. We shut down material editor, and we already have the ceiling without light. Okay. Here we see that we have very little light, and you see here no light comes in from anywhere anymore. Do you realize that? This is amazing, a real engine. The truth is that it is wonderful. The render engine it has is impressive. Okay, now I'm going to do one thing. The tutorial house, I'm going to create a comforter folder. I'm going to change the name of the tutorial house, and I'm going to take the lighting, and I'm going to delete everything. We're still there, and now I'm going to go to Ultra Dynamic Sky, and you're going to see how the light changes, huh? Did you see the light we had? I'm not going to apply it. It's creepy. It's true. I'm going to zero it because I like having it zero, but it's creepy. Have you seen the lighting before? Don't you see the lighting there is now has changed your life? It has changed me that I know this plugin. It changed my life completely. Okay, completely. It's the lighting because it's amazing, amazing. Okay, let's leave it now. Here it's parked. We are going to save it, save everything. We are going to save this project. We are going to save it because on this project we are going to work a lot. Everything that iCloud Pro and assets are. Okay, interactive, good. We are going to activate the living, but not yet, because I don't want to, because we are not going to export yet. Let's go. I think the best thing would be for us to close a real engine. Okay? I keep going out, and now we're going to work with iCloud. The first thing that asks us is that we have to have iCloud to be able to make an animation on a prop, on an asset. It is to have that asset. Let's go to Content Template Pack, and in the packs, we are going to take the assets and see if he sees it. Is it worth the street packs? No. That's the same, we're going to burn down the houses. Let's take the Texilo, let's apply, let's go. We have to have the two components, the character and the prop. Okay? In the scene, we are going to take a character so that this girl is the same. We start the video. Yesterday's live, we are going to tell the prop. that we want to move it with our moving tool. Let's move the Cecilia there. Now we select within the scene our casual. You see that this character is a very important thing. The character, look how he is right now. He is empty. He has nothing. He has no object. What happens when I export this character to Unreal Engine? I found it with all the assets which are added to crossed out but out of view, hidden but crossed out in the character. And I found my hands full of objects that he uses in the assets that we add to him. In other words, when we are going to export, we must do a prior cleaning of the objects that we are not using in our scene. Okay? Because it exports it to a real engine and fills its hand with objects, and in a real engine they are not hidden. Let's see. Okay? I think the good idea would be to export the character without the aces, without the pros, and without anything, and then do another small animation with the object and export it. As we are going to play with the pivot point, the origin, we are going to do the same in both scenes, both in iCloud and in Real Engine. I think it would be his thing, and I think maybe carrying the character with his animation to a Real-Eng, and then carry the object, the pro, the asset with that same animation to a Real-Eng. I think it would be the formula to not have the problem of having the character loaded with objects. I don't know if it's gonna serve me this way, but I'm gonna try to do it this way, okay? Not now, because now it would be complex, but if I could at least take it right now. What I want with this video right now is to make you see that we can export the animations that we do with the joystick, that now I'm going to bring the joystick and we're going to try it. We're going to try it with it, we're going to interact with it, and you're going to see how the character moves along the room with the joystick, and we can interact with doing things, making eyes and doing things with it. Then we are going to interact with the prop, which is, in this case, it is the sofa and the sofa. Once you have it, let's see that it has two animations. You have the character animation and the sofa animation. I think this is difficult to understand. I think you have to start understanding something. A new concept of animation is iClone. iCloud Animation has animation for both Pro and Pro. Avatars like characters, and those pros have in turn added object. What do they add? If you tell him that character, do you want to cheer him up with that pro? He adds some pros to the character, some assets, so that they interact with that pro. That is why they are interactive pros. Let's see it so you can understand it. First, we're going to MD control. And we see that here we have the casual in red. This means he doesn't have an IMD. Let's assign him the IMD on the baby oar. Let's go casual to the female. And we are going to give F for female to the one who has all the animations. Let's double click it to act on our character. Well, we already have it here. We are going to change the camera. We already have the command here. And with this command, we are now going to manipulate our character. Okay, I'm going to take it and I'm going to go to motion control. We already have it in green because our character already has an IMD file that is casual. And now here you see that I have the control and the Xbox One control has already detected me. For this to work well, we have to go to EDI Preferences, and in Preferences, we need to activate the gamepad. It has to be active here. We can change the sensitivity and the area, but we have another option. We are going to close the preferences. We have another option to be able to change the controls. Here, game board, we go to the controller, and the controller, we can change the assignments to our buttons. Okay, this is to configure for the configurator manager. Okay, we're going to close because I'm going to leave it as it is because it's very good. So now once we have it, we're going to MD control. We're going to give it to play. We tell him that or K, the foot contact is not activated. We should have activated it, and now he will apply to our character all the asset and pro that both the sofa and his own interactions need, that are added to the casual, to the F, that is the casual that we can already do to the IM that we have assigned. Move our character. We are going to move it with the joystick. So with this button, we can change the camera. Here is looking Tarto. Look arrow is going to look. See, I'm applying it to you. Now I'm going to zoom in. This is the sensitivity B to high X. She is going to look to make herself beautiful. And now I want her to go to the armchair. I click on the chair with the left mouse button when I have it checked and tell him that I want him to sit down. Do you see that he is now calmly sitting down? We're going to move the camera, and now we have two options. We have the character with his animations, with what I told you previously. We have two options. We have the character and the prop. Let's give the prop and call it strip art. Lazar is going to stretch. She is relaxed. Very good clip. It will be more comfortable there. Very good clip. We'll wait here to change cameras. He's drinking. See, you got the perfect can. Now we have changed the position of the camera to, we are a more mid-plane camera. Okay? We're going to give click, and now we want him to read a book. We wait for it to be executed. Can we do it ourselves here like this? Well, there's one outside the chair. There we cut the drit. Don't cut it immediately. Okay, you have a process to go from one to another. Okay, now he's going to take the book and read it. And now I say, I'm moving the camera with the joystick, okay, and the zoom. The zoom is at sensitivity, and I have to change it perfect. Now let's tell him, let's stop reading the book. There we click so that it cuts off reading the book. I say it doesn't cut shortcut to knife. It doesn't cut with a transition, huh? So perfect. And now we're going to tell him we want character. We have two options, either the sofa or the character. Let's work with the character. We're gonna tell him he wants to talk on the phone and he's sitting down, huh? On site. Now we want him to get up. He gets up. We're going to walk around the room with his cell phone. He's going to look, because then there it is. You know that there is a window, as we have seen before. And now I want let him take a message. He will send you a message. I'm acting with the joystick buttons. He puts it there. He's going to save the headset, and now he's going to smell it. He's going to look, and he's going to touch his hair. Perfect. So far correct. Let's stop it. We already have our animation. We already have our animation ready. What happens now for how? How can we turn it into an animation or a timeline to be able to export it to a real engine? Let's go to macro data. Here we have the data, the macros that the recording has made 325 seconds. We can explain and preview. This is always normal. Always, it will always give us this error. Okay, we are going to save it. We are going to create clip, and it gives us the error. What do we have to do? Repeat again. I don't know why, but it always gives me the error first. Let's go to preview, and it gives me the error. Okay. Viewed contact preview, and the error is not supported with macro recording. Okay, let's go to character setting. Let's give it play again. Let's find OK and hope it charges again. We already have it there. Perfect. We're going to take our remote. We're going to move it around the room. We're going to change the camera. Here we are going to let him go to the window. There it is, perfect. Let's get him to look or touch his perfect hair. Now let's tell him. Clip that sits is going to sit, and now, as I explained to you before, we have two options, actions. With the armchair, it is going to stretch very well. And he will support his head well and become more comfortable. And now we want him to get up. We are not going to do any interaction with those with the bug or with the laptop. Okay? Let's tell him to get up. Just get up. We have already seen that before the previous one. We can make interactions with whatever we want. We're going to tell her to cut, even though she's already cutting herself and she's leaving. Okay, let's get over here. Exactly. And there we are going to do it again. Wow. Look, arrow's gonna look. Through the window, he is going to touch my hair, and here we are going to cut. We cut now to go through what is the animation we have done. Let's go to macro data again. Here we have it. We give it a preview and it already admits it to us. Do you see that now he is going to do a preview? You see here, it no longer controls the camera. We already control the joystick. Okay? But we can also control it with the joystick. Okay? We can move the camera with the joystick. Okay? No problem at all. Perfect. There, now it's going to sit perfect. There it is. It's going to stretch the whole process. See? He's doing it. Okay? Let's pause because now I'm going to save and I'm going to create a clip. Let's create clip. This takes a little while to create the clip. This does not mean that our motion clip has already happened. It has been created from the macro recording. Okay, let's go to OK. We can go open the timeline. Let's go look for our character. And now, let's go see our character. You see the motion. Here is the animation. We are going to tell him to be seen throughout our timeline. I'm watching because this is very important. Because we see that the animation persists. Okay? It continues throughout our timeline. Our timeline is short. How can we make it longer? Let's go to this little wheel, to this sun that is here, and here, in what is time, unit of time, we are going to spend it. For example, 5,000. Let's see if we have enough with that. Instead of frame, we are going to pass it to time 5,000. Let's see. Right now we have 29 seconds, and here it tells us 114 seconds. Okay? So if it is in 29 seconds, we are going to put it in 114 to see 117. A little more awaits us. We are going to tell him that we want to see our entire timeline. We are going to make it a little bigger. We are going to put 8,000. We are going to tell him fried window, and we know that it ends here. Okay? Let's put our end there. And now, for example, if we chose frame, careful with this, that he hides, he goes anywhere, and then we look back to see him, to find him. If we give it to frame, see? Matches the frames. So if we take now and put 7,000 here, you see it's 7,000 because it has 6848. We're going to give time, which is 1.54 minutes. We're going to give it at the beginning, and we already have our animation of our character. What's wrong? Let's see, one thing before continuing. Let's go to the scene. And in the scene, we see that it has looked at all the assets. What has attached you to our character? We have to delete all these assets here. We can't delete them later. In the Unreal LiveLink, okay, we have to delete them here because we haven't used it. Okay? We have to eliminate them. We have to select them. Delete, 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 delete. Do you see the PopcornFX that we have not used? If we do not go to the PopcornFX properties, if we activate it, do you see the popcorn jar here on the display? We're going to shut it down. We're going to tell it to suppress, suppress, suppress. Let's eliminate them all, okay? Because we haven't used any. There it is. Haven't used. Now, our character still has his animations. Everything is the same. We are also going to remove the sofa. But before removing the sofa, we are going to leave. We are going to close our timeline. We are going to go to content and content. We are going to look for the contents of the inside of the house. We are going to take the sofa. We are going to apply. Let's put it in this position. Let's go there. I think it's okay. Let's see if it ever gets in the way, shall we? Let's see here what the profile looks like a little. You have to bring the chair a little. We are going to remove our snap there. Okay, there and now to this chair. We are going to say, remove object animation. And we are going to put it in reset, transformation, reset, scale. We say yes. Why is that? So that it does not transmit this, so that it already remains as a defined object with that scale and those proportions that we have given it. Okay, now we're going to go on stage and we're going to remove the couch, the prop, which is the dummy from the couch. Let's delete perfect, and we already have our scene ready. With our character and her animation, to export it to a real one, to export to a very simple real one, we have our casual girl with nothing, and the sofa. Let's go to a real living that we have. And if you don't find it, you give it here a real living. You give it here. And the I have it, I have incorporated it here. But you can take it out. EH, can you take it out? See? I put it here because it is more comfortable for me. And so I can see what I am doing. I'm going to export, transform the scene, and including the motion and the entire range. It's worth the entire range of the animation. Excuse me now. Let's go. Let's go. Now, yes, there we have to open a real engine. Okay, let's open a real engine. Okay, let's go. There is a new input. You have already said it. You have detected it without problems. Come on. It's the input we've connected from them. T the remote. Let's go to iCloud Maps. Perfect. Now let's go tell him that we want LiveLink. Let's go to iCloud. Unreal. LiveLink. Create the origin, we are going to bring it. There it is there. That is its site from origin to origin and clone LiveLink, okay? Once we already have the EL, the origin, we go to iCloud and tell it which parts we want to export. The couch, yes. The charister too, but the camera or the lights. We don't want to export or transfer them. Don't worry. This takes up and takes a little time. It's worth a good time. So calmly and calmly, we are going to transfer the FI. It's already over in iCloud. Let's see how it's working. See here? We already have it super fast. It has exported our character and the sofa to us. You already know that we put the characters in HQ. It's okay to apply, but I've already done the auto set in the only OK. Let's close. And once we already have it, we are going to place it with our origin. We are going to move the origin. It is always valid because here we can change it, but since the origin is where it is, inside a red engine, the position in iCloud does not change. Okay? If we move something in iCloud, it will move here in the same place. Let's move it right into its place there. Here I like to leave a space, okay, not so close to the wall. We're going to put a light here, component light. Okay, let's see. Well, we already have our character in our scene. Okay, now how can we encourage this? Very easy. We select our character within the details. Here in the animation, we tell you that we want it to be an asset animation. We look for the asset animation that is this one sitting here perfect. And the only thing we have to do is wait, you see? Now you will see how he is already cheering up. Now he's going to go to the armchair. The animations we have assigned to him are the prettiest plane he sits on there. He gets up, and now he's going to go here to the window. There he is. And here ends the animation cycle of our character. There it is finished. Make it a loop again. Okay. And now to make a sequence is very simple. level sequence. Add a level sequence. We are going to tell you here in the new sequence folder contents. Sequence. We are going to enter sequence, and here we are going to tell it interior sofa, because then we will do more. We're going to save, and we're going to create a camera for him. Let's go to cinematics. Or here we can tell you create a camera. Here we are going to tell you a cinema, camera, actor. Okay, let's take it. Add a shooting track, this shooting track. Let's tell you the camera what it is. Let's move the camera. Perfect. And now we're going to take our character. We're going to bring it to animation. What animation are we going to put this on? And now we see that here we have the same thing as before. 8,000, we are going to make 8,000. And with 8,000, no, you don't see 12,000 either. Oh, yeah, sorry. Here's the fucking animation. Okay, excuse me. There we are going to tell him that our perfect animation ends there, and now the camera. We already have our character. Let's tell the camera to go all the way. Our camera, we are going to tell you a transformation, formation, but component camera. I wanted this transformation here. Well, let's put the camera here at first. Let's go here. Here we are going to play to see how it looks. Here you have to wait a little for the pay camera. End to play. Now this one is moving. Maybe we'll go over there and see what it looks like. Let's play again. There, the smoothness with which the Unreal camera moves is milk. It's a perfect pass there. We waited there for a while, and now he goes to the sofa. Here we are going to open the camera a little more to see the entire scene. The seat is absolutely perfect, a flawless fit. He stands up, and as soon as he does, we will inform him to follow our keyframe here. Additionally, when he stands up, we prefer the camera to be positioned here and then move away. So far, and now the camera does this, and the camera goes out. Pause. We are going to watch the entire sequence. We are going to give play, and with this sequence, we are going to say goodbye. That's it. See you in the next video, and we'll put ours on my channel. We will put this sequence already finished, so you can see how it turned out. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much for being live in this video. I finally think that we have been able to achieve it by being able to do this live and show you how you can pass the animations with the Pro, the Interactive Pro, pass it to a real engine, and be able to work on it in our scene on a real engine. Thank you.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.